you want to be a winner, not only have to understand how to win, but to understand how to consistently win.
We're the freaking New York Jets, and we're built for this shit.
That's our brand of football. If you want to be a winner, not only have to understand how to win, but to understand how to consistently win.
We're the freaking New York Jets, and we're built for this shit.
That's our brand of football.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Nick Shine Show. I am your host, Nick. I am here. I am under the weather. But damn it, we need to do a show. So here's what we got going on. Hit the like button. First things first. Secondly, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. That would be really helpful. Trying to get to 2,000 by the end of the season. Would love your help and assistance in that matter. If you have not already clicked that button, that would be great. Thirdly, amateur hour. Bloop, bloop. Bring her off. Got a raffle going on. It is the sack exchange from the stock exchange photo with all 4 signatures on it. I just purchased it last night. I will get that uploaded while we play some fantastic music from our good friend, Blitz BK. Be right back.
It's got me.
Gentry covered in football!
Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show. Dim the lights, but it's still bright as Nick time. Day or night, this is his prime, it's Nick Shine. Proud fan, well defined, so get in line. Toe to toe with any show, he only got 9. The best show on YouTube, bro, is easy. We talk Jets all day, please believe me. Subscribe, you just gotta click a family. We not a click in 3D. You can see a beautiful DP. We see through the fake teams and the tea leaves. So we pray for a coach and a QB and hope that we close to the top in the new league. A toast to the host with the most, Nicky. Who, me? Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show.
Fantastic.
And as promised, uploaded it. And here we go. The night of the Cincinnati game at the end of the month, we will raffle this away. Make sure you get your raffle entries in. Super chats, $5 and up, get you on the wheel. Gifted memberships, get you on the wheel. I know I have not done a lot of shows the last couple of weeks, so let's help build that community back up. As always, if you guys do it, I will contribute as well. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for being here. Ladies and gentlemen, Bo joined the channel. Bo's on the wheel for a raffle entry. Welcome, Bo. Nice to have you here on the channel, man. Enjoy your stay. If you are on Discord, hit me up, friend me at Nick Shine, and we'll add you. It's a fun time over there. Not as fun as the Addy show last night, but quite fun, I would say. All right. Here's the deal. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I am sick. I am under the weather, but the beat goes on. So, since I am under the weather and probably cannot talk for the full hour, Nate, calm down, stop clapping. I'm going to drop the link early. So there's the call-in link. I'll pin that for you guys right now because I may need some help getting through this show. Not going to lie. But when I say I'm doing a show, I'm going to do a show. Black Gypsy's in the raffle. He gifted a membership that went to Angel. Thank you, Black Gypsy. I appreciate you, good sir. You're the man. So, a couple things with the Jets. Jermaine Johnson coming back this week. If this pass rush all of a sudden is getting home and gets another 4 or 5 or even more with sacks, You go extend Jermaine Johnson before you even land back in America. We had 4 sacks week 1. We haven't had a game with multiple sacks since. I don't even think we touched Tua. I don't think we touched Dak Prescott. You might just have to extend Jermaine immediately. Defensively, Wilkes was at the microphone this morning. He's putting a lot of blame on himself. He was saying it's my responsibility to do this. It's my job. It falls on me. Okay, I respect that. Taking blame is one thing. Now fixing it is another. Where are you all the way over there? There we go. Give me a second. Bang bang. Excuse me. So, all right, Wilkes, you're doing the stand up thing. You're admitting that you gotta take the heat. Oh, get out of the kitchen, bro. Just fix it. Get these guys aligned. Get them in the right position. Get them making plays, and then you won't feel the heat anymore. It's been a disaster on defense with coverage breakdowns. We lost the game in week 1 partly because the Gibson fumble, but let's not forget there was 2 breakdowns on pass coverage where Michael Carter played zone, everyone else played man, and Skoranek scored that first touchdown. And then their last touchdown, Stevens played man, everyone else played zone, and they swung that pass around the outside. The breakdowns have been bad. Cisco just guesses. Cisco is a quarterback's dream at safety because the second you look one way, he jumps that immediately trying to make a play. He jumped the route crossing underneath, which left no help over the top for Sauce. We had 3 guys covering one guy, and Sauce thought he had help over the top. Cisco's been a suicide bomber for this defense. Offensively, the fix is simple. Stop turning the ball over early in the game. Stop getting down 2 scores and allow Engstrand to keep calling this ground and pound ball control offense. You can't keep turning the ball over and then giving up 90-yard drives. And we've done it back-to-back weeks. It's demoralizing when you see your offense driving and they fumble. And then you do it again the next week. Is here we go again. Listen, the fans did it. The fans are sick of it. Fix it. There's elite talent all over the NFL. There's elite coaching all over the NFL. Bring it together. Make this work. Brees Hall should be the workhorse. He should carry the load. He's not getting it enough because we have to throw it 42 times because we're down 2-3 scores. That's not how this team wants to play. They want to control the clock. But if you're going to do that, and you're going to go down the field and you're going to take 8 minutes off the clock and then not score, you're in trouble. Because now you're giving up the 7 points. It's literally a 14-point swing. We don't get the touchdown. They get the touchdown. And then we're down 2 scores. And then it's a shit show. We don't have the weapons to throw it 42 times a game. We don't have the quarterback to throw it from the pocket 42 times a game. Sean Payton is very good at calling an offensive game. I am petrified of what Sean Payton is going to cook up for this game if Wilkes remains the Wilkes that we've seen the first 5 weeks. It's stressful, it's aggravating, it's frustrating, it's infuriating, it's every negative adjective that you can think of. Can you name a few more negative adjectives that aren't offensive to people?
If this team would get their head of the goddamn big ass, stop acting like that.
Follow the script I sent you. Our guy Eli Betts just gifted 5 memberships. He wants in. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining, the sack exchange from the stock exchange, I ordered it yesterday. The 4 signatures are there. Make sure you get in the raffle. We will be raffling that away the night of the Cincinnati game. I feel like my StreamYard is lagging right now. Eli's 5 memberships went to Ray Noble, my buddy Dale Schneider, who I was at the game with Sunday, Fire Aaron Glenn, that's a new name, Chad Capadonna, and Randy23. Thank you, Eli. Eli's won before on the channel, and he says, you know what? I want to win again. Jay Quest, member of the channel. I lost it, and now it's back. For 14 months, I still believe in Glenn. We will find ways to win. Oh, yeah, and F. Gorman. I support it. I support it. What I'm going to do right now is refresh my StreamYard. And since it's Thursday, right? It's Thursday? It's Thursday. Let's play this.
Good evening, everyone. Normally, this is the part where I go into a monologue about the Jets. I got to address something first. There's been some shit talk out there about this program. Don't talk shit about my family. They're my family.
And this just in, you can go fuck yourself.
Yeah, get ready for this new showdown. I call it the anytime, any day throwdown. Mix shine, kill these clowns till they make no sound. We lose weight, we feel great when we burn these pounds. We all know that jet green make the earth go round. Another rookie head coach, another first go round. We bleed green, each fiend hope this team win now. And twist dreams in the DP where my beats are found. Shine is unite, knock the lights out of midnight. We go show for show, goon for goon. We can fight, I rip mics. Clemens and Williams, all the dislikes. Bunch of jazz rappers out there, they ain't this nice. I did this twice. Got a sick addiction, so the green and white's my vice. I gave it blood, sweat, and tears. Yeah, I paid my price. Many years on this flight, no prescription, but I need a championship in my life, yo.
For as long as I'm alive, I got your back because you always had mine. And I fucking love you guys for that. So, keep coming back. It's a fun place.
Okay. All right. I think we're lined up here. Let me try one more thing. Oh, can't change that once it starts. All right. Let's see if that's better. Brought it down to 720. All right. I think we're good. I think we're locked in. No lag. All right. We're good. Thank you for that. Sorry. You know, it gets with technology. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. We'll take a few questions I see in the chat. And then we got some callers lined up. Everything's not working here today. J-Lag says, can they save it? Yeah, I think they can, but will they? We won't know until we get a win, so let's see how this plays out. Listen, when I say save the season, I don't mean go on like a playoff run. I mean stop with the same mistakes that we've seen time and time again. Stop with the penalties. Like, I want to see less than 6 penalties in a game. That, to me, would be a massive sign of growth, right? We were at 12 in the Miami game. To get down to 6 or even 4, 1 a quarter would be tremendous. I don't think we'll get that low, but anywhere 5, 6, 7 penalties, I think, is a tremendous change. Pre-snap penalties have to stop. The motions, 2 guys shifting, that has to stop. You know, you're going to get aggressive penalties. Sometimes you're going in on a tackle, you might grab a face mask. Those are like incidentals. You know, sometimes there's blatant, but you could tell when it's just an incidental penalty and when a late hit out of bounds is stupid. Things like that I want to see get cleaned up. I want to be a smarter football team. Stop the fumbles. You know, there's going to come a time where Fields throws an interception. We can't afford multiple turnover games. We can't afford fumbling in the red zone back-to-back weeks. You see how it's ruined the season or ruined the games instantaneously for us. You can't have a woe is me, here we go again mentality. And I feel that's what I saw at the Cowboy game on Sunday. Rusty's here. First overall draft and Mendoza from Indiana. Yeah. If you Mendoza or Sellers, but I started the season with Sellers. The offseason, I was about Sellers. And now when the season got here, after that in Illinois game, I'm all team Mendoza. 6'5", can run the RPO, throws it with touch, precision, commands the huddle and the field, has a presence about him. I think that's That's the guy for me. Quest, we are in a bad situation. We are in a between situation. Fans think we have talent to win games, but do we? Not having Quincy and JJ out there. Listen, their defense has been bad. I agree, but I want to see them. Yeah, I mean, you look at the line of demarcation: 4 sacks when JJ's there, no sacks, 1 sack, no sack, and 1 sack on a run. We didn't even get to him in the pocket. So if we get that pass rush amped up again, and we're getting two Knicks, listen, they're going to move Knicks. This is where JJ and Will can chase them down, be effective. Maybe it makes the secondary play better, puts them in a better position. But this team it's not the most talented team in the world. We have some nice pieces. They need to be brought together, offensively. How do you do that? I'll ask myself a question. How do you do that? Offensively, stop turning the ball over. Simple. Get the run game going, and then get Fields and bootlegs. We saw it against Pittsburgh, right? You get down to the 1 yard line. We ran the ball so well, and then we bootleg it, and Fields walks in. When you have to respect the run in the tackles, which is what we're setting up on those first 2 drives, you can do that. But when you're down multiple scores, people are going to expect that because they know you're going to go away from the run, and they'll let you run the ball and get 7, 8 yards because now the enemy's the clock. They want you taking 35 seconds to run a play when they're up by 3 touchdowns. Who cares if you get 7 yards? So you have to be competitive. You have to keep the score close. You have to be able to play your brand of football, which is running the ball, control the clock, but finish the damn drives. J-Lac, yeah. Jermaine is in. He's back out on the field. He's cleared to play. I think they gave him the extra week. And hopefully he comes back 100%. And this isn't something that lingers all year. Just go be great, Jermaine. We need it. I don't know if I'd play him 50 plays like I did week 1, but they're desperate, and they might. Black Gypsy, yeah, you've made this clear. I don't think anything happens until the trade deadline or the bye week, which is the same actually. So I think he's going to give him time. He said it. Coaches go with what they know, and even though we might not like it, Aaron Glenn seems to be a man of his word. When he's telling everyone, Campbell gave me a chance. We started 0-10-1. He stuck by my side. I'm going to be loyal to my guy. All right, but we got to see some improvement. No better time than now. Metro says a lot of teams don't game plan for JJ and then have to adjust the game side. That's why we get the QBs. I just think when you have multiple guys out there that you have to worry about. Listen, right now, you can put a tight end or a fullback on Michael Clemens. He's not getting a sack. You're doubling Quinnen. You can single block your other defensive tackle, whoever that is. And then you can either double or chip Will. But now when you bring JJ in and you have another threat of someone who can get to the quarterback, now you're also opening up a blitzing lane. Are you not going to double Quinnen? That frees him up. So it's a domino effect of when you get better players on the field, the offense has to account for more players. The offense has to figure out, we're going to block this guy, we're going to block that guy. When you have Michael Clemens out there, you're not game planning for Michael Clemens. He's got zero respect as a pass rusher. So he doesn't factor into your game plan. They're just like, all right, we'll one-on-one 72. Let's double 95. Let's make sure we chip 9 and watch for his spin move if he gets upfield. That's the scouting report on the defensive line. You want to get home? Give me Leonard Taylor. Put Leonard Taylor in there. He's shown the ability to have a quick step and beat the defensive tackle. He hasn't been active. Give him a chance. What can it hurt? You're not getting to the quarterback with the guys that you have on the roster. The guys that you're activating each week can't get to the quarterback. Excuse me. All right. Call link is pinned. We got a couple callers. Last question, and we'll get to them. Johnny Boy says, Nick, how do you help players that have the here we go again mentality? Where are the leaders on the team that say, man, the F up? We don't have that. If we do, they don't do it publicly. We don't have that fiery leader. We don't have that son of a bitch on the team. We don't have that guy that when he walks into the locker room, people get nervous. We got a bunch of nice guys. And that's cool in our community to have a bunch of nice guys. But on my team, I need a guy that's going to hold people accountable. I need a guy that's going to call people out. I need a guy that's going to get in someone's face and be like, I need you to do your damn job. You're not doing it. Can't just be the head coach. You know, we heard for years that Joe Douglas is bringing in guys that love football, good members of the community. You know what? A lot of teams that have been successful throughout the years have had an asshole on that team because the nice guys don't want to do the asshole thing. That's what she said. You agree with that?
There's a case in logic right there. We hit that nail on the head.
What's up, Billy? Yes, I said it, so I clicked on.
Man,
We need that. We need someone who's gonna. We need a David D just said it. A Bart Scott, a Warren Sapp, a Ray Lewis. Someone who's not afraid. Like Sherwood, you're the captain of the defense. I don't know what you've done. Quinnen, one of the nicest guys in the world
ever. He blessed himself, and he sneezed.
Yes. I don't want that. Like, listen, I consider myself to be a nice guy, but on the football field, when I'm coaching, some would call me an asshole. But you know what? I got the most out of my players, and we had the most dominant defensive unit year after year after year.
So it was alarming, right? I don't know if everybody remembers. I think Smeedy posted about it. He didn't bring a guy, right? Every regime brings a guy. He didn't bring. You know what their guy was? It was Andrew Beck, so they can run with the fullback. That was their guy. That was like the first guy they signed. That was Moogie's guy. That wasn't even his guy. That was Moogie's guy. So I think that is a major issue. He didn't bring a guy with him, and that's why I've been kind of clamoring. There's someone out there like Justin Simmons. Seems like he's a guy who would tell everybody to get their shit in order in the locker room.
Hey, Reynolds also was with Angstrom in Detroit at one point.
Yeah, that's all.
But I mean, there's not who like everyone's saying that, but who, like who did the Lions lose that we're upset we didn't get?
No, that's what I'm saying. I think this following, like, I would love Anzalone. I will love him to be a linebacker on our team. He's got 1 year, I think 7.5. He's up. BJ Hill or DJ Hill, he's an option. But again, I looked at the roster. It looks like guys that are coming out. You know, maybe
BJ
2
Hill,
or 3
defensive tackle.
Yeah, there's only like 2 or 3 guys coming.
Cincinnati drafted him years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I liked him in that draft cycle.
Yeah,
That's why his
too.
name stuck out in my head.
I thought he would have been an option to sign. I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, listen, I said it on Jake's show. I just think we're going to end up winning week 10 against the Browns. I hate to be like that. I just think that's where it is because you got a rookie quarterback where you could try to take advantage. You know what I'm saying? That's the first rookie quarterback on the entire trip that we have this season. It doesn't mean we're going to win 1 game only. No, I hope we win between 3 and 5. Either look like what 5 wins was last year or not as bad with 3, which is terrible. But there's no way you're telling me we're beating the Broncos the way we are right now.
The way we are right now, we're not beating anyone because we're beating ourselves. We don't need the other team to beat us. We're the ones doing the job. It's easy for the other team. All they got to do is say, listen, even if they get a drive going, don't get your heads down. They're going to give it away. Be alert. They can't hold on to the ball. They shoot themselves in the foot with penalties. The Jets are beating the Jets. The Jets aren't getting – the Dolphins didn't beat the Jets. The Jets did.
Yeah.
The Bucs didn't beat the Jets. The Jets did. We're close enough to winning games. It's not as bad as it sounds. This week was bad. But multiple games, we've been in it to win it. And that's all you ask for in the NFL. Give me a shot in the fourth quarter. But when you're giving the game away in the first quarter and you can't play your brand of football, like I keep saying this, go look at the Steeler game. Everyone says that was our best game. We didn't give the ball away. We played our brand of football for 4 quarters, and it's the best we've looked. Now let's rewind a little bit. If we stop the turnovers in the first quarter on opening or second drives, and we can get past or even into the second quarter playing our brand of football on offense, I'd love to see how the game looks at the end. Give me that. That to me is a successful game right now. I don't care about the win. I want to see the Jets brand of football for 4 quarters. Give me that, and then let's judge the team off of that.
If we see another showing of 10 or plus penalties, it's. I mean, listen, I don't. I know Gypsy. Me and him were talking yesterday, really back and forth, rah rah, in Jake's chat. Live, but yeah, I think Wilkes
Wait,
would
clarify
be
for everybody: Black Gypsy or White Gypsy?
Black Gypsy.
Okay.
Because I said they're gonna ride this. Everybody, like, buckle up for the ride. They're not getting rid of nobody.
No.
I don't think. Not even Wilkes,
They're
unless
not.
we go 0-17. Maybe it's still not happening, bro.
I'm
Like,
not
it's
even
just
having
not.
that discussion. I'm not
You know,
predicting 12 straight losses. Like,
yeah, I mean, either. I don't want it, but I'm just saying he's not going anywhere. So my thing is someone gonna? I heard Harrison Phillips. People are saying he's making a little noise in the locker room, trying to get everybody going. Which is, I can see it, an old veteran dude. You know what I mean? You know
do
what I
it.
mean? Old school.
Devontae
clubber.
Adams came in last year and had to do it because he's like, "What the fuck's going on here?"
Yeah.
Like, listen, NFL football is not church. You don't need to
No.
wear your Sunday best. You don't need to say all the right things. It's okay to be an asshole when
Correct.
it comes to football. You play a savage sport. It's okay to show that you have a savage side.
Dude,
Why you getting me
could
mad?
go savage. I mean, that's another slice I got. I already ate one. Should I go savage? Eat both? I don't think so, because I got to watch my
You
weight.
will.
Jets don't care. I'm not. Yeah,
You
you're
bought 2. You know you wanted to be savage. You don't buy
It was
2 and say,
ridiculous.
"I'm going to throw this one away."
It was a lunch special. Imagine the things half the size of the box. I mean, Jesus. But that's what we need. We need a guy who's just
That's
like,
what
I'm
she
gonna
said. The
do
thing's
it.
half the size of the box.
Bro, listen. In the end, everybody has that guy in the neighborhood where you're like, we don't hang out with him all the time, but when we got a problem, let's go get him out of the house. Come on out with us, bro. We need some help. That dude's gonna go enforce. We need an enforcer, is the correct word, because we look pitiful without an.
We need a leader.
Yeah,
we need a leader, and when you're a leader, listen. I appreciate the players like Sauce, Garrett, Titman, Quinnen, who get to the microphone after a loss, take the questions, and speak honestly.
Yeah.
Okay, that's part of being a leader. But how about this? How about during the week, privately, and every private thing comes out. You know what I mean?
Mm.
There was C.J. Mosley. Didn't degrade people by getting people motivated and amped up. That's Jermaine. I said it all off season. Jermaine is that vocal guy. Jermaine is that get you hyped up guy. Jermaine is that spark for this defense. I believe we're going to see a little bit of a difference. I'm not saying we're going to be the top defense in week 6, but I think with Jermaine back, Jermaine is that dude who is the guy that can play that role. He's the one that's going to be in the center of the team pregame. He's the one that's going to play with the passion. He's the one that's going to react when plays get made. He's going to drop the hammer when he makes a play. We need more of that, man.
So my thing is, why wasn't he given the captain's seat? Did they not diagnose that properly? Did they ask Wilkes, and Wilkes was like, "I like
Quinnen gets it. Quinnen gets it for longevity and being who Quinnen is. And then you always give the captain to your middle linebacker. Almost every single team does it. When he's got the sticker on his helmet, he's calling the plays. He's the leader on the field. Whether he's the leader off the field takes time. Sherwood changed positions. He's elevated himself. He looks a little bit overwhelmed right now being the guy. Whether it's not comfortable with Wilkes' scheme, whether it's not comfortable with the changes. I don't need you trying to motivate anybody. I need you trying to figure your fucking job out. Like, you focus on you, bro.
Yeah, thanks. So I'll leave you with this, and you can discuss with everybody, because I'm sure I'll piss off half the group here.
You're gonna throw a nuke and leave? Thanks.
Yeah, I have to. I got lunch break ending in a few minutes. Listen, I think if you lose out before the bye, and then that's our week anyway, for bye week is the trade deadline. I say if we lose out these next 2, you trade Brees, try to grab the third for him. And the reason why I say that is because
you're not getting a third for a running back on an expiring contract.
I think so. Hey, call me crazy, but if not, then you got to get a fourth and a sixth, or a fourth and a seventh. But the reason why I'm on that page is because it's not like these holes that they're getting open are unreadable and non-runnable. He's just a guy who gets you the extra 5 yards instead of 10 or 11 rip, but he's also not getting you the touchdown when he can break through. So for me, he's not. I don't think he's gonna become Christian McCaffrey, Barkley. Like, he's not that guy. So you could
He doesn't need to be, though. You're
equally.
talking about two of the greatest running backs of all time.
Well, that's
He
how
doesn't
everybody
need to be the
started
greatest running back
talking.
of all time.
Every-
Curtis
Oh,
Martin
absolutely.
never broke runs and never really broke long ones. Curtis Martin was king of the 8 to 13-yard run. He'd get through the hole, take the angle to the sideline, and get caught. He didn't have that breakaway speed like we saw with Adrian Peterson and others. Not every running back has that. I'm not going to
Brees
shame him
had
for that.
No, Brees had it, and then it fell apart because he got injured. He don't have it. He had
But
it,
we
and he
also
lost
don't
it.
have weapons. You got to remember, when you're not scared of the pass game, you can have more guys defending the run. And when he breaks through the hole, there's 3 guys waiting. There's 2 safeties high. Like, there's players waiting to get him. You know,
There's guys who
there's a
make guys
lot that
miss.
goes
You don't
into
make
it. I
guys
can't
miss.
say it's not on Brees. Brees is
Mm.
doing a very good job. The problem
No, he's
is
doing
we're
good.
not
I'm
holding
not
on to the
saying-
ball, and we're not able to ride Brees for a full game. I would love to
Correct.
see a 25 carry game from Brees to see the type of numbers he puts up. I would love to see this offensive line be in a one-score game where we have to ride these horses up front and see what they can do. I would love to see Fields getting play actions and rollouts and out into space, because the running game is just getting 7 yards a clip, and we don't have to go away from the run game because we're not down
Yeah.
20-3. So there's a
Even the
lot to it.
last-
It's a
the
domino
last-
effect of negativity, Philly. That's the problem with the Jets right now. We need a positive domino effect.
Check the last regime. They wanted Gibbs. They were done with it. They wanted Gibbs. They just couldn't afford it. They wanted Gibbs. They wanted to move from him. So to me, it speaks numbers that the last regime knew it. This regime kind of knows it because they could have extended an offer already. He would have took it. So
Listen, it's not common for running backs to stay long term with their team. So I think anyone who thinks Brees is moving on is right. I think Brees is moving on. That's why I said run him into the ground this year, because you're not a long term investment. Ride him as much as you can. You know, I don't think they're using him enough. I would use him more in the pass game. I don't think 4 receptions is enough. You know, if you're running these routes and you want to get guys downfield, you want to get Fields a quick release point, drop them back, swing pass. Now you're bringing people up, and then you can look to it and then hit in the middle of the field. Again, domino effect, positivity. Do good
We'll see.
things, and better things can happen.
we shall see.
Enjoy that
I'll
slice
be
of
too.
pizza.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Be good. Well, he was mentioned during that call, ladies and gentlemen. White Gypsy. Oh, Black Gypsy.
Definitely not the white gypsy.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. How you doing,
Fucking
buddy?
nerd. Not bad. Philly noodles is nuts. Like, just say Daniel Jones, Daniel Jones, Daniel Jones, Daniel Jones. That's what you want to say the whole conversation anyway. Like, the Reese's vision isn't what it was because he got hurt, but the offense isn't what it was also. The offensive line isn't what it was. I would never get rid of Brees. Anyone if you're looking for a good running back, Brees hits every category of a good running back. He's everything you want in a running back. He has enough power. He has enough speed. He cuts once or twice. It's what you want in a running back. Like, Isaiah Davis is a better running back than Brees, but he doesn't have the power of Brees. Isaiah Davis is just more slippery. He can get through the lines a lot better than Brees does. I wouldn't get rid of either of those people. Like, whenever we talk about the wins, like the 2 wins that I see this year are 1, Carolina, and maybe Buffalo at the end of the season. Maybe a Miami win. Maybe a Miami win.
I disagree. I think we can win more if we play clean.
Yeah, but that's an if.
If, right? If we play
Right.
clean. If we can
So-
clean up the mistakes, we can clean up the fumbles, we can clean up the penalties and the coverage fuck ups. I think we can win multiple games. Can
I
they
think-
do that though? So far, 5 games, no, they haven't been able to show that.
I think the second half of the season will be better, but we'll still lose. For this, just simple facts, right? Like, everybody has said it, but no one really is like paid attention to it. We don't have a Mike linebacker in a man defense, in a Tampa 2 defense. Like, you don't have a guy that can call out. So I watched the plays, and I want you to watch what Sherwood does on run plays. It's gonna blow your mind because most people haven't caught it yet. Sherwood is normally out of position every time there's a run play called.
You think Sherwood's better off ball?
He is.
You think he's better off replacing Quincy next year, and then we go get a true Mike?
Yeah, like I think he should be on the edge. I don't think he should be a Mike at all. I think there's just simple things that Glenn should see as a defensive coordinator, right? Like if I'm watching my defender be off spot on an obvious run play where he's just not where he's supposed to be and he's playing catch up, I'm pulling him because like he is by far the biggest deficit on our defense. Like people don't really see it because they see that Stevens is missing tackles and Adams is playing like shit and Sauce is getting beat. But when you don't have a good linebacking core, especially a middle linebacker or a Mike linebacker, like your defense is null and void because that's him being in his spot gets Quentin off faster. Like him moving when the line switches, he doesn't do any of that stuff, bro. And Salah had him where he had him for a reason. Like when people talk shit about Salah, what Salah is good at is seeing a guy's deficiencies and putting him where he's best at playing.
Yeah.
So when Mosley was out last year, you could see the defense fall apart because he ran that defense. We don't have anyone running our defense. We have guys putting their hands up and pointing at other guys and looking at Sauce, and Sauce is like, "Oh, I'm gonna play up on him. I'm gonna press." Which, as if you're AG and you used to be a cornerback, when you see Sauce press and put his body inward so he won't be able to snap his hips and turn if he gets beat, like that's just fundamentals. There's no strategy, there's no detail, there's no fundamentals. Like, and it's good practice. That's what practice is: teaching the fundamentals, teaching the strategy, and going over the details. Like,
it'd be nice if they taught the scheme too, so everyone was on the same page. Am I getting greedy though with that? Like, am I expecting too much?
You're expecting way too much. You're so optimistic about what you think it could happen versus like, because people make fun of me,
man. Like I say all the time, I don't put all my time, money, effort, and energy into something to be negative about it. Like I want it to work out. Like
I want it to work. Also,
me. Like, listen, let me tell you everything you need to know. I offered to work double time on Sunday, and I'm working from 9 to 4 during a Jet game. That's where I'm at. Like I'm like, all right, you know, it's they have Sunday school in some of the middle schools. We open the doors at 9. Lunch is at 12, and then at 1 o'clock I got to clean up the cafeteria, and then at 2 o'clock we clean up the rooms that they use. So I could sit and watch the game, but I'll be at work. But that tells you everything you need to know about me. That I texted the boss on Monday. I'm good for Sunday. I can work if you need me.
Which is just so. My girl lives in Germany, right? And I got her watching the Jets play football for 3 years, which is just hilarious for her because.
Any relation to Isabel?
Nah.
No.
I got her watching other teams also because like I kind of like Philly. I like what Philly does. Like Sirianni understands his players. And that's one thing I always like love about a coach. Coaches that get players and use them for what they're good for. Like there's games where what's his name? Hurts doesn't throw the ball a lot. Like he'll hand the ball off and run a couple times. Like it's just giving your guys the opportunity to play their best. Like when we had LaFleur and we had Zach Wilson, I used to scream at LaFleur, "Yo, let Zach Wilson run the ball. He's fast enough.
Yeah.
He's more comfortable taking off because that's what he does. Every time he gets itchy foot, he runs." Like if I see that and I pick the quarterback, "Yo, I want you to run for," and I said it and everyone laughed at me like, "Gypsy, you're nuts. That's stupid. 100 yards per game." I'm talking to my quarterback. I'm like, "Listen, my running back wants to get 100. I want you to get 100 also. I want to set the expectation so every time he sees an opening, he's gonna take it." It gives us a way better. There's no identity, man. And even when we had Aaron Rodgers, we had an identity. When we had Zach, we had an identity. It was a sucky identity, but we knew that something could happen. It feels hopeless with this team. Like I don't know what the identity is, other than what Aaron Glenn pops his chest out and say. Like on the defense, when you watch the guys after they miss a tackle, they give up, which to me means they've given up on listening to anything Wills has to say. Because when you play football, you play football, you said also, I remember our coaches telling us, if you miss a tackle, you better get up and run. Like, I don't want to see you jogging down the field. Yeah, like I want to see you keep on going. Like I don't care if you catch him, run down the fucking field.
Yeah.
We had
You
guys.
never know what's going to happen, right?
Exactly. We had guys jogging after they missed the play. I was like, "Yo, is he jogging?" Like
You
this.
know what play drives me nuts with that? Remember when we were in Vegas? Sauce in the middle of the field, swiped at Jacobs, didn't get it,
Mhm.
and then Jacobs
It's-
went down and like fumbled at like the 5.
Yeah,
But if guys would have ran hard, they would have got
hard.
the
They,
fumble,
they
but
would
no
have
one
got
was
the ball
there
back.
and they recovered their own fumble. Like that's what you're talking about. That's the excuse me, picture perfect of what we're talking about. You
And what
play to the whistle, you chase that guy down. You don't know what's going to happen. If he's going to cut back, the ball's going to come out. Be in a position to make a play.
and fundamentals. Last week, the announcer said it. He was like, "I've never seen any of the Jets guys try to punch the ball out. Like it's just little things, bro. Like because in the military they tell you if you do the small things good, so you can do the normal things great.
Mhm.
Right. So when you do something that's just regular, you're great at it. They're like, oh, that guy's good at his job. He did the small things. He got up on time to be at work. He knows where he's supposed to be. He did his job. Like it's just bad coaching, man. And I know everyone's like, no, we're not. I don't see any way that Glenn keeps his job if he keeps Wilkes. I think Wilkes is his anchor.
I think
I,
normally a head coach you get one,
you
right?
get 2 years. You get 2 years
Yeah,
though.
but
Normally they'll give you 2
you
years.
get the fire. You get to fire the coordinator.
Like, and he's the as a defensive coordinator, if he doesn't fire Wilkes, it makes me look at him like he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah.
Like,
You know what has pissed me off? And I'm very patient with this team. You know that. What would piss me off is if you wait the year for Wilkes and then you just promote someone from under Wilkes for next year. Like, do that now if you're going to do that.
yeah,
Do
so
that
you
at
see
bye
what
week.
you have.
Yeah, do it at the
Exactly.
bye week and then make him an interim coordinator, whether it's Chris Harris, who's got 12 years experience. Curry is another one. It's the linebackers coach. If you have someone that you think could be a coordinator, try him out for the last 9 games. And then you get the on the job training and like, all right, this is over his head. He can't do it. And then you go spend money next year and you go get a guy who's a hot commodity as an assistant and bring him in to be a defensive coordinator and turn this around.
I don't want him to bring anybody up. I want AG to coach the defense. I want him to do both jobs. You want it to be a head coach. This is the job of a head coach. You have a guy that's bad. You need to take it over because you are a defensive specialist. Bringing the other guy up basically is passing the buck along, basically to me. Like I don't want the linebackers coach because if he can't coach Sherwood to be a Mike linebacker,
Yeah.
how is he going to coach a full defense to play? Like he's going to get out schemed. Wilkes is an ancient thought process, and he's not catching on to what's going on in football now. Like his thought process it's 2015 to 2020. That game is gone. They're playing differently now, so you have to adjust. Like all I want to see is AG coach the defense. I don't care if the defense sucks ass. I want to see him coach the defense because now I need him to prove something to me that he can coach because he said it's coaching, right? It's all coaching. I coached up McDonald to be great, and I'm better than Salah. Show me that you're better than Salah.
Yeah.
I coach the defense. That's pretty much all I got.
All right, bro. Well, I appreciate you as always, man. Good call.
Deuces.
All right, bro. Enjoy the victory Sunday. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you watching, hit the like button. If you're new here, please subscribe to the channel. Trying to hit 2,000 before the end of the season. Would appreciate your help on that journey. And thank you for being a part of this program day in and day out for those of you that are. Also, we have a raffle going on here, giving this away the night of the Cincinnati game. It is the Sack Exchange from the Stock Exchange floor. $5 super chats, gifted memberships get you on the wheel. Make sure you get your raffle entries in, ladies and gentlemen. Programming for the next several days. Tomorrow, Friday, 12:30 again. Saturday evening. Not sure what time yet. I got to see how Saturday plays out, but there will be a show Saturday evening. We'll do the game preview. And then Sunday night, Shine Time, 8 o'clock. All the post-game shows will die down. And then you come back to your regular scheduled program, 8 o'clock Sunday night. So 4 straight days of Shine Time. Enjoy it. Nate, suck one. Don't bitch. Bo says, after being a member for 4 months, I think at 0-5 in London with nothing to lose, we should see a few defensive sets that we haven't yet. Good testing ground to see what works. Nickel. Bo, I'm petrified of what Sean Payton is going to do when Sean Payton sees what this Jets defense does and how undisciplined they are. Bo Nix might run for 25 miles during the game. Just bootlegs, waggles, getting out of the pocket, easy plays, pitch and catch, two-tier routes. Guys are open constantly. Someone's got to step up. Listen, I think we're capable of winning some games. I think 5 right now, winning 5 out of the next 12 would be a tremendous turnaround. You go 5-7 the rest of the way, that's not bad, considering the start. So, but you got to draw the line in the sand. You got to put the past behind you. You have to get better going forward. And that's the main goal. Minimize the penalties, stop the fumbles, play Jet football for 4 quarters, and let's see what Jet football looks like for 4 quarters. Let's see your identity. Let's see quarterback stats. Let's see a turnover. You know what'll suck? I've been at the last 2 games, one in Miami and one up here. People in London who aren't even fans of this team will see the Jets' first turnover of the year, and they won't even get to do the Bronx cheer that we would do if we saw it here. So, ladies and gentlemen, when I dropped the call-in link earlier in the show, I said that I need people to call in. I'm not feeling well. I need someone maybe with some high energy to come in and help the show out here. His face just lit up because he knows I'm coming to him now. Ladies and gentlemen, the great, energetic, insightful Max.
Can you guys hear me?
We hear you.
So
Wait,
let's talk about.
Chad, can you hear him?
Let's talk about the game on Sunday.
Hold on,
we gotta
Matt,
play.
hold on.
We gotta play better. Like our
Chad,
defense
can
needs
you
to
hear
play
him?
better.
Chad,
Yeah,
can you hear him?
Yeah, you can hear me. Can you hear me?
Chat?
Yes. Can
We
you guys
hear
hear me?
Max.
So we gotta play better against the Denver Broncos. You know, we gotta play better. The Cowboys game was embarrassing. You know, our defense was horrible. And saying from the last point, like Steve Wilkes runs the most outdated defense. Like he runs the defense in 2020. It doesn't work in today's NFL. He doesn't do too high of safety, you know. So we got to play better on defense, and our offense we got to play better, you know. I mean, Nick, is it too hard to ask to be competitive if all 4 quarters of the game? Is it hard to ask?
Right now it is. Like, I'm asking for it, Max. I want to see what this team looks like. I want to see what this offensive line can do to a defense if we run it down their throat 40 times a game and wear them out. It's going to open the passing attack, and then we can hit big plays late in the game. When you got to,
I agree with you,
when you
because
got to
like
try to stop the
outside the
run
Steelers game,
35 times.
the Steelers game, the only reason the Jets are scoring points is because of garbage time. Like in the Cowboys game, before we scored 22 points. Yeah, but it was 36 going into the 4th quarter. It's embarrassing. And then with the Buccaneers game, it was like, yeah, it was competitive, but we were down 23-6. So we got to play competitive all phases of the game. We gotta be competitive all 4 quarters. You know, we gotta play Jets football for 4 quarters. You know, we can't. Oh, let's turn off the gas on offense and let's score like 22 points at garbage time. Like we got to play better on offense. Like, you know, we just can't. I understand Justin Fields is kind of like garbage time merchant. Like he's good at fantasy because he scores on garbage time like half the time. But overall, I do not think the Jets are going to win because, you know, the Broncos are a better team than us. You know, the Broncos beat the Super Bowl champion Eagles. Close game, 21-18. So I feel like we're going to lose to the Broncos by a lot.
I'm like I said, I am petrified of what Sean Payton's offense will look like. This will be an offensive clinic on how to play call and just convert 10 yards at a clip time and time again. And then when we make mistakes and we press, they'll hit us over the top.
Yeah, maybe hopefully Steve Oakes will get relieved as defensive coordinator soon. That's what I hope. Because
I want to see anyone get fired. I want to see them fix it.
I agree.
That to me would be an accomplishment. Everyone's like, what do you consider a successful season? We talked about it all offseason. Now, 5 weeks in, a successful season would be fixing everything, lowering the penalties, getting turnovers, looking competent on defense, lowering your 3rd down conversion rate on defense. You know, get off the field on 3rd down. Stop committing stupid penalties that extend the opposing team's drives. Little things. That will lead to being in the game late in the 4th quarter.
I agree with that.
All right, Max. Give me your prediction for the game. You're wearing orange for the Broncos, Max. This worries me.
No, I'm just wearing a Hollister, but I think we're going to lose. That's my. I think we're gonna lose.
All right, put a score on it, Max. You're very positive, Max, and you telling people you
I'd
think they're going to
say
lose.
let's say 28-14. We're gonna lose 28-14. 2 scores.
All right. So basically, they should have left the field goal kickers home. No field goals for you
Yeah,
in this
probably
game?
because bro,
All right.
everyone's gonna be like, "Oh my god, we had a good week of practice." Yet they're just gonna practice like how to fumble the ball and how to not line up properly.
All right, man. Hopefully, they're enjoying the fish and chips over there in London.
Yeah,
Max, as always, great hearing from you, man.
sounds good.
Take care. And change the Broncos shirt. Would you ever wear a Broncos colored shirt?
Oh, hell no! Hell no! I would piss all over that and give it a dump. Throw that in the trash. I wear green. Green, green, green.
What are you wearing right now? That doesn't look like green.
Tokyo. Little Tokyo. Read it in the back. Tokyo.
It's not green, though.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm saving that for Sunday. Today I took care of some business. Right now I'm getting somebody his lunch right now of the day. So this is what I expect. Little dime, little nickel, 3-4, 4-3. Little mixtures of
Are you buying weed?
No. This is what we're doing for defense. 3-4, 4-3. Little nickel,
Oh, thank you
dime,
for clarifying.
little bit of mixture. Mix it up a little. Come on. This team needs to get their foot out of their ass, start playing some ball, tighten up their boots, and get it together. And Clemens, please do not play. Stay on the bench. You're nothing but problems.
That's a good point.
It's like when George Carlin says this team knows how to create big problems. It's like when you get down to it, this team needs to wake up, smell the roses once in a while. Take a deep breath. It's like smell the roses. It's not.
Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? I just sat down.
Ladies and gentlemen, Beast. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike D's Nuts. $10 super chat. He's on the wheel for 2. For the sack exchange photo, all 4 signatures are on this bad boy. I got the email this morning. It is being shipped, and I will ship it to you. Make sure you get in. We will be doing that raffle the night of the Cincinnati game. Mike says, can't let Allen be number 1. I support that message. Earlier, I saw Nate was number 1. So we can't have that happen. I appreciate that. Mike, you're fighting the good fight, Mike. I hope you're feeling well, my friend. But now, Alan, you got to give some memberships, Alan. You got to get back on top, Alan. Nate, earlier in the chat, you put a comment up about no Nick Shine show or no watch along, and you were number 1 in the chat at the time. That's what that's about. Excuse me. But thank you, Mike, for the super chat. You already know you're a nice guy. So, listen, we're at that point where it's time to talk about future of this team, right? You're 0-5. You don't have a win. A lot of fans are talking about the draft at this point. For me, Mendoza's number 1. You have the number 1 pick. You do not pass on Fernando Mendoza. I think this kid is the top quarterback in the class. I can't pass on him at this point. There are people who say trade back, acquire more picks. If you're in a position, if you don't take the quarterback, which I think would be shocking, maybe they go do what the Lions did. Maybe they find a quarterback to trade for, a veteran to bring in becomes available. Now you're looking at a guy like Peter Woods, the defensive lineman from Clemson. You got Reuben Bain from Miami, an edge. 6'3", 275, big dude, fast. I can't justify taking a safety. I know a lot of people love Caleb Downs from Ohio State. I can't justify taking a safety in the top 10. If I'm taking the top 10, I need a trench guy or a blue chip player. A safety to me is not a blue chip player. We don't need offensive tackle. We're good there. I mean, Spencer Fano from Utah, interior offensive line, is another really good one. I don't know if we go that route, but if you lose AVT, I can't see us doing that. You know, Keldrick Falk is from Auburn. He's a D tackle, but he's 6'6", 285. That's too slim for me. I want a big dude. So I fully believe it's Mendoza or Sellers. I do. Steve says, hope you're feeling better. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, Mike, wide receiver is a good point, too. There's Jordan Tyson from Arizona State. He's 6'2", 200 on CBS. He's their top wide receiver. There's Carnell Tate, 6'3", 195 from Ohio State. Chris Brazel from Tennessee, 6'5", 200. I think that would be a guy I would love to put in a downfield passing attack. I just don't know if we'll get him. We'd have to probably trade back up. But ladies and gentlemen, David D just made it rain in the chat. Thank you, David. Gifted 5 channel memberships. They went to Chris Palermo, Franklin Fung, Franklin, who's out near Cincinnati and has reached out to me along with Cincy Matt, forgive me, about when we go out there. I talked to my son. My son is now saying he still wants to go. So I guess we're going. Lee Van also received, Dre Day received, and Infrared. Very well done, David. Good cast of names right there. Appreciate you, David. You are on the wheel. 4 or 5 more, sir. Very kind of you. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, I've taken NyQuil the last 2 nights. If you saw the Addy show last night, I didn't even know if I was dreaming that. I don't know what happened. The dreams were quite vivid last night. But I didn't know with Rebecca and Charles if I was hallucinating. But that was quite entertaining. Good stuff. All right, folks. We're winding down. Call lines are open. We will kick it over right now. If nobody calls in, we'll wind it down. But Beast, where are we going?
Now let's go to What Did We Learn Today? Courtesy of Nick Shine.
All right, folks. Drop your What Did We Learns. Excuse me. Just to show my appreciation for you guys, I will gift 5 as well. And they went to, come on, YouTube. There we go. Dylan Terriman, Gary, 3D Boxing, Brian Farrell, Stephen Craig, and the Pussy Assassin. Steven says Sellers maybe wow on the field. Yeah, Mendoza's that he can kill you from the pocket and outside of it. I think Sellers would need more time to develop. I think Mendoza's a guy you can give the keys to your franchise day one. I cannot pass on Mendoza. I will lose my mind if it gets here. Now, if we acquire a quarterback in the offseason, that's different. But I cannot pass on Mendoza right now. He's too nice. He can do it all. He is your modern day NFL quarterback. Size, speed, can make all the beautiful throws, can throw it with touch, can throw it with power, commands the offense, commands the huddle. has that presence, has that poise and patience in the pocket. He checks a lot of boxes on what I want in a franchise quarterback. Bill, I learned Beast got a script and Boomtown didn't. Who do you think wrote the script? Boomtown wrote the script. That's nonsense, Bill. Boomtown sends out all the scripts. Jets Johnny, I learned Nick wants to ram it down the Broncos' throat on Sunday. Yeah. Yeah, nope. Boomtown, we say it here. I read the names as is. I'm like Anchorman. If you put it in the chat, I will read it. Stop typing, Nate. I won't read that. Metro Funny, I learned draft season has officially started. The Jets are 0-5. When you're 0-5, what are you going to talk about? You can't talk about victories. You can't talk about successful drives. You can't talk about anything. You got to have hope. The draft gives Jets fans hope. Also, pretty soon we will start planning the second annual Shiner Draft Weekend Getaway. So maybe we can do something fun. I know last year I mentioned to Jake, we go remote where we do it from Atlantic City. We head down there and have the draft weekend down there. And then, like, we rented a house in Ocean City last year, this past April or early May, whenever the draft was. And we had a great time. So it's just an awesome time hanging out. We shot over to Atlantic City. We got dinner, Johnny Rockets, I believe. We had some nice greasy burgers. Myself, Tom Ace, Knob Craft, Jay Graves, Nate, Clancy, Weed. Maybe we get a bigger crowd this year. Mendoza comp, Trevor Lawrence. Not the most physically imposing guy. Can run, can throw from the pocket. I think Trevor Lawrence is similar to Mendoza, but I think Mendoza is a better thrower. You know, Trevor Lawrence got that generational thing put on him because they were at Clemson and they were winning. But I think of a better passer version. And shout out to Trevor Lawrence for that game the other night. What a play at the end to step on the guard's foot, stumble, get up, and make Chris Jones not want to play defense. Love it. I will say this. I hope that Kansas City Chiefs football gets burnt to the ground. I hope Chris Jones goes angry. I hope Travis Kelce's fighting with Andy Reid every week. I hope Patrick Mahomes cheats on that annoying wife of his. I hope everything gets destroyed in Kansas City football. I really do. I'm tired of them. Yeah, Mendoza in this passing offense with touch, timing, precision, yeah, he would be a great fit. That's why I don't want to lose Engstrand. Like I know people are saying Glenn needs to be fired. Glenn needs to be fired. I really like what I see with Engstrand. I do, and I don't want to lose that. Boomtown. Nick is a dirty fibber. You watch your dirty mouth. And I will say this: congratulations to Boomtown and the Toronto Blue Jays for beating the Yankees. You are a class act, Boomtown, and good luck to you the rest of the way. Metro saying Lake George. Hell no, because that's too close to somebody else who will want to tag along for free. Jared says Mendoza doesn't strike me as a name for a quarterback, just like Mark Sanchez didn't. But if he's as good as advertised, I say go for it. Kid 6'5" with a great arm. Yeah, go watch the Illinois game. Go watch that Indiana Illinois game, and you'll change your tune real quick. Oh, Jack's here with you, Boom. Pat Rich says, how do you like what he's doing? He's not using the field to the best of his ability. He's got to have him run design plays. I think our run game is dominant. We're averaging 140 yards a game, and we've had to get rid of the run for the last 3 quarters. We're running the ball really well. Pat, I would love to see a game where we're in it and run the ball 40 times. I want to see a game with 25 Brees carries, 10 from Fields, a couple from Davis. I want to run the ball. I want to be in a game where we can just run the ball nonstop, and then you can see the passing attack get sprinkled in and be effective. I want to see what they do when the defense needs to make a stop and they can't because we're just running it down their throat. I don't want to see throws on first and second down. I want to just dominate. I want to be the team. You know we're going to run it, and you can't do a goddamn thing about it. Quinnen Williams said today, Antoine Staley, friend of the show, tweeting this out now. Come on, load. Oh, I lost it. We are 0-5. This is Quinnen. We are 0-5, and the defense has been the problem, and the reason we are 0-5. When you're 0-5, no matter where you're at, you got to fix it. When you're probably the worst defense in the league, no matter where you're at, you got to fix things. So Quinnen starting to call them out, not in the way that I would like, but maybe the way that I like isn't Quinnen's way. So I would appreciate we suck right now. We're not doing our job. We're making everyone look bad. And if we don't step up, people are going to be getting fired or being traded away. Be truthful. That's how bad it is. Stephen Fox with a good nugget I was unaware of. Mendoza committed to Yale before going to Cal. Smart quarterback. Yeah, I like that. Jose with a question. Would you sign AVT to a 1-year prove-it deal? Don't want to go into the draft with too many holes. I think AVT will get a contract worth signing elsewhere for more than 1 year. It might not be the numbers that he wants. It might be a 2-year deal, maybe a 2-year for 24. But if we got AVT for 1 year, $8 million, I would be okay with it. But I can't put double digits into a guy that can't stay healthy. So to be determined. At this point, I think Tittman is your right guard of the future. I wouldn't want to bring AVT back and move him, and I don't want to move Tittman if Tittman plays well. So I think more likely is drafting a center in the 3rd or 4th round to be the center of the future. AA74, welcome to the show. Mendoza at Oregon Saturday and at Penn State in November will show people a lot. Yeah. Nick Harbor. Who's Nick Harbor? I like the name. I'm looking on the list. I don't see him anywhere. Who's Nick Harbor? I don't see that name anywhere in CBS's top 50. Got you. All right, ladies and gentlemen. It's that time. If you are a member of the channel and you have the emojis, make it rain. Hit that Canadian flag so we kick it up to Boomtown. And what did he learn today? ISU at the buzzer. I learned Mad Max likes to rep the Broncos the same way we play them. Not cool, Max. Oh, the same week we play them. Not cool, Max. Not cool. Not cool that I messed reading that up. I'm sorry, ISU. You're still a nice guy. I'm a jerkhead. So the Jets have an opportunity here. Get a victory. That would be the Jets fans' luck. They win overseas and they don't win in America. We need more Titmans on the line. Maybe he can call up some of his family members. Nice. Well, Mr. Boomtown, if you would please, sir, let everybody know here in the chat, what did you learn today? Also, hit the like button. We're 69 minutes into the show. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, last chance, super chats, $5 and up, gifted memberships, get you on the wheel for this raffle. The sack exchange from the stock exchange floor. Make sure you're in it, folks. It's a real nice piece. You get a plaque for that frame. Put that up on your wall. That is one hell of an item to have in your house, your man cave, your garage, wherever you suffer through Jets football. The office, your girlfriend's house that your wife doesn't know about, wherever. I don't judge. Boomtown learned the Jets are not QB touchers. Nick needed a helping hand, and Beast answered the call. Opposing QBs' dreams feature Cisco. Asshole coaches of kids lead to dominant defenses. It's true. Bonus, NFL football ain't church. It's okay to be an asshole. Bonesy had his balls broken at work today. Beast only wears green unless it's Tokyo. This show is script free. Wildwave, I learned that my New York Yankees lost the battle, but we will never win the war when Canada becomes the 51st state. Got you. I have never seen two worse safeties playing together than Cisco and Adams. Absolutely brutal. Go check the 90s Jets when they were 1-15. Everyone threw the ball down the field on us time and time again. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Be good to one another. Do something nice for a stranger. And Alan, smile. Jesus loves you. Have a good day, everybody. God bless. Go Jets. Tomorrow, 12:30 or after Jake, we'll be back. For those of you in the Discord, DP time, baby, baby.
It's got beef.
Jets recover the fumble. Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show. Dim the lights, but it's still bright as Nick time. Day or night, this is his prime, it's Nick Shine. Proud fan, well defined to get in line. Toe to toe with any show, he only got 9. The best show on YouTube, bro, is easy. We talk Jets all day, please believe me. Subscribe, you just gotta click the family. We not a click in 3D. You can see a beautiful DP. We see through the fake teams and the tea leaves. So we pray for a coach and a QB and hope that we close to the top in the new league. A toast to the host with the most, Nicky.
Who, me?
Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine